This is a podfic of Nightmares, a Harry Potter fic by Solitary Bird, read for you by Solitary Bird. This fic is rated teen and comes with author wrote this while sleep deprived. Warning. In his dreams, Harry receives visions of what Voldemort is up to, and he's been trying everything not to sleep. Unfortunately, that isn't working. And tonight's Death Eater meeting theme is disco. There are just some things in life that no one ever wants to see. First written sometime in 2005, I think. First posted on fanfiction.net on the 3rd of February 2011. Harry was sleeping as he was prone to do at night. Lately he had been experiencing strange dreams or visions that took him into the world of Voldemort. Often he would see Death Eater meetings and the horrors would make him nauseous for weeks. To prevent this, he had tried to keep himself awake for as long as possible, but tonight he had been unable to stave off sleep any longer. His eyelids had grown heavier and heavier, causing the teenage wizard to begin pinching his arm viciously in order to keep himself awake. Little was he to know that the horror of tonight's dream would surpass anything that Voldemort had shown him thus far. He was aware that the landscape around him, a bleak moorland stretching from horizon to horizon, with thick fog, a relative pea souper, one of the many locations that Voldemort chose in which to meet with his followers. Here it would be very unlikely that they would be discovered. Anyone that stumbled upon them could be dealt with. This, Harry was sure, would happen, as he had experienced it before. Out of the darkness, figures began to appear. Death Eaters apparating in to meet with their lord and master, but something was very off, Harry realised, as they drew nearer and nearer. Through the fog he could see that they were not wearing their customary black Death Eater robes, nor their silver face masks. Before him stood 30 bloodthirsty men and women, wearing fuchsia pink robes and glittering masks. This was certainly weird. Harry contemplated for a moment whether his aunt and uncle had fed him anything that was severely out of date, or whether he had partaken of cheeses before going to bed. Everyone knew that cheese gave you nightmares after all. Suddenly, the whole situation took a turn for the worse as Voldemort himself stepped out of the fog, wearing a pink leotard, high heels and fishnet tights. Harry blinked rapidly whilst gasping in shock. This was at the very least going to cause some serious psychological damage. Once the Dark Lord stepped into the circle of Death Eaters, they began to sing, "Ah, ah, ah, ah," with Voldemort replying, "Staying alive," whilst carrying out some funky disco moves. Harry awoke, screaming. The end. This little one-shot is based on an extremely crazy fanfiction that a friend and I wrote when we were 11. It was called Chat Show and appeared on a Harry Potter fanfiction site that died a long time ago. And with it, the fic died too. I think it only accepted fics that had Slytherin characters in them. So in tribute to the time we spent on it and the death of our friendship, here is a rewrite of a small excerpt of that fic. Because if I posted the whole thing, it would be... no one would like that. Trust me. Thank you for listening to this anyway.